Hi, I'm Joe Connolly. It's well known many business owners would love to hire veterans if they can find them. You're about to meet two, but you can't have them because they're already taken. Lawrence Dahl, who founded his own brokerage firm, which is staffed primarily by veterans, including many who are disabled combat veterans, and also Dan Boyle, who's one of the financial advisors or brokers at Lawrence Dahl's veteran-based financial services firm. How's business?
Business is very good. I mean, we have 5 different areas that we can produce income, and so we don't just sit. We have equities, and we have municipal bonds and fixed income, and we have investment banking and capital markets, and we at any one time during the month, one of those is going to be doing okay. And you know, when I started the firm, I wanted to have a wonderful broker-dealer that didn't need to depend on just one part of the financial services industry.
Was the idea to staff the firm with veterans, or did that just come about in the flow of things?
It was always, thanks for asking that question, it was always to have a certain amount of veterans. The reasoning for that was when I came back from Vietnam, the country was split. It was a tough time to be a veteran. And I never forgot the people that helped me. They said, hey, he's a nice young man. Let me see if I can help him along a little bit. Encourage me. In that respect, I see these young men and women coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan. They have volunteered to serve us and protect us with their lives. So I wanted to be able to give some of those people, not all of them, because there's only so many we can work with, but to give them an opportunity to have a business that they can take their families and give them enough money and give them enough feeling that they are doing something in life for the rest of their lives. We have approximately 42% of our people are veterans, and half of them are disabled veterans, most of them with combat-related injuries. We have girls and boys, and sometimes it's not the injuries that you can see, it's the ones that you can't see. These young men and women are returning with post-traumatic stress.
I think to LD's credit, he remembers a time when he was leaving the active military forces when, you know, the country wasn't as receptive to the veteran community. That hasn't been my experience at all. I think, you know, the country's changed a lot of ways since Vietnam, better in many cases, as far as how they're receiving men and women who served in the armed forces. So, you know, when he built this firm, it was so that so many veterans didn't have to experience the same things that he did coming out of the military and transitioning from the active forces into the civilian sector.
Where did you serve, Dan?
So I did multiple Iraq deployments. I deployed in 2005 and 2007. I was a logistics officer in the Marine Corps. I was in college in Philadelphia studying finance when 9/11 happened. On September 12th, I went down to a local Marine recruiting station in Philadelphia. Didn't know anything about the military really, but was, you know, healthy, patriotic college kid. So I thought I'd see what I had to do in order to become a Marine. So what they told me was, you know, the war's not going anywhere. You're halfway through school, finish your degree. It'll be better for you. It'll be better for the Marine Corps if you come in as an officer, which was interesting, knowing what I know about Marine recruiters now, to get that kind of advice, because they all have numbers that they need to make every month, and it's, you know, it's often difficult to get someone to just walk in there and say, hey, I'm in, like, sign me up. But I'm guessing that September 12th, they probably got a lot of that, and I'm really appreciative and grateful for the advice that I got that day. So I finished school. I was on a baseball scholarship to college anyway, so my parents probably would have killed me if I.
Did you play first base?
I played third base.
Okay.
Yeah, a little third, but the corners,
Yeah,
third
yeah.
and first, but mostly third.
Sorry.
So I graduated school, and then I went into the Marine Corps through the officer training program down in Quantico, Virginia. Became a logistics officer, and then 05, 07, I got my convoy got attacked in 2007. You know, it was actually 2 days after my daughter was born back in the States. So it was, you know, I was very blessed fortunate to have suffered just minor injuries. You know, certainly there were other Marines that were not as fortunate, and we suffered, you know, great loss with some of those Marines and their families and the country and the Marine Corps. So I got back from that deployment, and my wife was like, all right, like, what's your big kid job going to be now? Because I don't know if this is a sustainable long-term solution, but I'd studied finance in school, and this is the industry I wanted to get in. I just didn't think I was going to have the opportunity, because so many of my peer group graduate college and they go off into business school, and I was going to play in the sandbox, so I didn't think that was even a viable option at that point. I learned about Drexel Hamilton when I was doing rehab down at Bethesda Naval Clinic in 2010, and I kept in contact with them until my active service was up in 2011, and I just joined the firm right out of the Marine Corps. The model that's been successful for our firm is partnering an industry vet with a military vet, which LD alluded to. So when my first seat was between two equity traders who had about 40 years worth of experience between them.
On Wall Street, right here?
Yes, and they're just learning the business, and I was a sponge, and few vets or even people coming out of business school have the opportunity to sit next to people with that much knowledge and breadth and depth of experience. So, you know, that I learned the trading business. I spent some time on the trading desk, then moved into sales role, and I partnered with an industry vet on the sales side, covering institutions and pension funds in the Mid-Atlantic region who had 30 years worth of experience. So I learned the business from him on the sales side, and then I got the opportunity to move into our capital markets business, where I partnered with another gentleman who had about 40 years worth of experience in capital markets and investment banking as my mentor in that space.
Lawrence, see what you've created, see what you've done.
A monster.
He's a real animal. He's a savage. No.
Wow.
No,
what
just
a
a model.
story.
Yeah,
Very proud of him, as well as all of our vets. You know, Danny and I being members of the same fraternity, the United States Marine Corps, is good. And also, with his ability, you can hear him, his communication skills, but his leadership ability, I think he's eventually going to be the top guy at our company. But he's got to work a little harder first.
I don't need that. I don't need that burden yet.
We'll put a target on it.